Stand still. Time to say bye. Boom. Ill tidings manifest. Relax.
Okay, there we go. Now it's coming through. Good. I'm glad. Okay. Everything's being picked up. Yep.
Time to say
Okay.
bye. Boom.
Yep. Okay, cool. Cool. Yes. Okay. So that's a crazy piece. I love that piece. Gonna get our dailies out of the way. Good day, Lord Faithin. Hello, Lance. How you doing today? It's nice to see you. Yeah, so we're gonna get our dailies out of the way, and then we're just gonna keep chugging with the story quest. I would like to maybe get it done today. According to my math, we did it for around 2 hours yesterday, which means we have 5 today, which is, I feel like it's doable. It's just how long am I gonna spend yapping? How long am I gonna spend yapping? Because I get too into the story and I want to talk about it all the time. Oh goodness. This isn't actually a bad piece. Double the time. Yeah, so it'll be a 10-hour stream today. I don't know if I could. The longest stream I've ever done was unironically an HSR update, and it was 7 hours and a handful of minutes, I think.
Stand still.
And I survived it. It was a little. It had to be a little interesting, but I did make it work. So it's just 3 more hours than that, right? This is basically the same time.
Stand still. Time to say bye. Boom.
Yeah. So there we go. This is the thing I love about HSO dailies. I can just put it on auto and then talk to chat and kind of just give my beginning of stream spiel about what we're gonna do today. However, that's, you know, really simple because what we're doing today is story, and that's really about it. If we have enough time, we'll probably go over, you know, the 3 hours that I usually stream anyway. But I might give Anomaly a shot, depending on if people aren't exhausted after the story. So I might give it 1 shot, but we might also just save it for tomorrow. You should try out Anomaly. I fully intend to. I fully intend to, Zeka. That's a really bad piece. That's an atrocious piece. I would dip as soon as story starts. You have a little bit. You have a little bit, and I'm still doing dailies. So.
Time to say bye.
Yeah. Boom. Have you started the story at all, Zenka, or no? You want to do it like all in one sitting? Night 1 is what like I said. I don't expect to actually beat any of it, but I really want to give it a shot. Really want to give it a shot. I haven't started the story yet. Gotcha. Okay.
Time to say bye. Boom.
I want to get Evernight first. Interesting. Okay. See, if I'm just farming this for Sunday, I could put it on Tingyun as well. But this has to have a speed substep. So I can play through Evernight's story with her. Also, a slight change in plans, perhaps? Oh, really? Like what? It's just so calming when you're doing your dailies.
Time to say bye.
Zenless has the fastest dailies. HSR has the most, like, calming's like a completely incorrect word, but it's not stressful in the slightest. You just put on auto, you watch your characters decimate literally everything, and then you go have fun doing something else. I'm debating on whether to get easier S1 Evernight or an E6 Saber, or going all in on Evernight. Um, that's a good one. So, I honestly don't know. I mean, I'm not. Have you finished the story? They have not started it yet. That's a good one though. Like, I don't know. I got Evernight on my first try. I don't even Star Rail that much. Congratulations, Kenji. That's awesome. Congrats. That's super, super sick. We love to hear that. Okay, dailies are done. So I can do separate whaling session second half for DHPT Cyclone E6 Saber. That could work. I mean, yeah, because you're not limited to getting like Saber this update. You have a moment to think, or recuperate depending on what you wish to do. Yeah, I don't know. Unfortunately, again, Evernight I'm super excited for in the story, but it makes no sense for me to get on my account, like, at all. So. Because I don't actually know. Because I wonder if this will tell me, right? So that's 1,000. So it looks like in total we're getting 2,150 Stellar Jade here. Which isn't like too much. That's only a little bit over a 10 pull. Yeah, so it's 550 over a 10 pull. So assuming I log in every day, which I should. Yeah, definitely not happening. Although I've never seen that before. I've never seen 100 tickets. So I can do separate one. I love that my chat is like... Chat feels like a family gathering. Like, oh, hey, you're here. How's hey, what's going on? You know? It's nice. I quite like that. I'm stalling a little bit from starting story just to give Zeka a chance to hang out a little bit because they don't want to spoil the story for themselves, which is totally understandable. So I was hoping Castrus can be featured as well. Castrus is like the heaviest hitter in Enforius, I would believe, with their sales. Maybe who actually might be Finon because Finon is super hyped. It's gonna be one of those two. Surely. Just try an only first? No. Yeah, we're the family, the landlord hacking. Yeah, I like that. That's a completely accurate representation of what I am. Yes. But see, I don't want it to grow, and not my irritation. I'm putting it off so that way when I lose, people will be tired and not care. I have 15 here though. That's sneaky. How about that? You saw a guy with E6 aggro straight up fail the night. What the heck is going on with the night? I really don't understand how any of this works. I really want this though. If I get this, my nameplate will change. I haven't changed like this since the game came out. So glad you're streaming, by the way. I'm in line for a dentist appointment. It's full. Oh yeah, no problem. I used my psychic powers to know when all of my chat members need me to stream, and then I do it. So I can hang out for longer. But grr. Can I just do this? Siren animation links are y'all. I've seen a few of them. For some reason, I've been trying to actively avoid them, so I've only seen like the very beginning animations for them. The model looks really cool though. We got the job marketing for the model a while ago. Yeah. I'm gonna be stubborn, and I'm not gonna do it not only until after the story, but he gives like a chance to kind of hang out and then kind of just meld. I can go ahead and start this. I tend not to do the HSR events live. Some of them I will if I think that they're interesting enough. But usually I tend to just do them in my own time. Let's say it's a wedding. Wait, what? So I have no knowledge of what's good or not. Evernight is a part of the strongest team in the game. So, yes. Kenji, how far are you in the story? If you know that answer. You said you're at a dentist, so I don't expect you to. Oh, in the game or anything. This must be the event. Yes, I'm starting the event to give Zeka a chance to hang out for a little bit. Because I'm decided I'm going to be really stubborn and not do Anomaly until after the story. I feel bad because I tend to get banner characters easily in Star Rail and not even play the game. I think that's fair. Like, still in banner character, because you're actually not that far off from Euphorius. So, yeah. Like, I'm a huge... I love playing games, but I am also a huge advocate for playing games that you think are fun. So if you don't think HSR is fun, don't ever, like, beat yourself up for not playing it. So, yeah. However, I am jealous you got Evernight, because I would love Evernight. But again, it would literally be me throwing Stellar Jays into the unlimited void if I were to try and get her, because it wouldn't matter. It doesn't benefit me in the slightest. Because I actually did summon her Castress when Castress came out, and she just didn't come home. So I was like, okay, well, this must be destined from the stars. Little did I know. That's the entire team gone. You gonna stream my pulls tomorrow? I know, right? I'll try and pop in for that. Do you have like a time in mind that you do it, or just kind of whenever you get the chance? Seven. Okay. I have to do time conversions because that's not my time zone. That's what I thought. Okay, cool. There we go. Okay. I've inputted it into my calendar, so it's less likely that I forget. Oh, don't get me wrong, I really like the HSR story-wise. Like, I have no urge to want to get strong, but I do like playing the story. The story is really good. I do really like the story. And that's one of the things, if you literally don't care about clearing endgame content, you never have to beat an equilibrium level, and you can just play the story. I honestly don't know how some of the bosses work on a lower level. But it's also one of those things you could like raise your equilibrium level to level up your characters and then lower your equilibrium levels again. And then just absolutely curve stomp everything. That could be a play. I think you can lower your equilibrium level. I think you can in Genshin. But you can't in Zenless. Maybe you can't do that in HSR. If you have enough time, that's better. That should work. I just need to make sure that I have the time conversions right so I don't show up early or late. Okay. I'll do this for like 20-ish more minutes. Usually the beginning of the quests aren't super entertaining anyway. It's just a chance for me to get to talk with chat before I start foaming at the mouth at the story that is the story. Other than that, about HSR is a really like chill game. Like it can get a little frustrating when you get up into trying to do like MOC 12 and anomaly arbitration and stuff like that. But if you just care about a good story, ZZZ's got you all the way. I'm so good with ZZZ though. I want to get ORP and her weapon, so it's gonna be a long ride. I believe in you. I believe in you. Yeah, I did Orphe's trial run yesterday. She's such a cool character. What? This is basically Uma Musume but with Jomas. What? Do I have to count? Alright, lock in chat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I think it's 8. Too many count, maybe 5. I hate entitled idiots who think they deserve to clear MC 12. Yeah, I think it'd be cool if I was able to clear MOC 12, but like, because I think that like if you were to put me on a spectrum of like completely casual, I don't really care, I don't do endgame, I just kind of build the characters that I like, that's it, versus I only pull meta, I'm really sweaty, I know everything about the game. I'm like like one notch above that the middle of that pack. I'm like one notch above that. So it's like it would be cool if I could clear it, but I'm also not gonna like scream at Hoyo. So this is literally Uma Musume, but Drowas. This is hilarious. Uma Musume. I've been absolutely loving Uma Musume, and I have legitimately so I have a viewer. You all know him, Xavier. He hates Uma Musume. I thought about streaming it one day as a joke, and he's like, "No, absolutely not. Never do that. No." So I've been so tempted to do a Wuthering Wave stream, air quote. And as soon as he shows up, switch it to Uma Musume. Just for the joke. I wouldn't actually do that to him. But it'd be so funny. Because it's such a fun game. I also try to get Evelyn's weapon since I have been making... Evelyn's such a fun character. Wait, is this just Bangry County? Pretty much. It's clearly 3. Absolutely. Wait, what? What do you... None of these are right. What do you... I don't have... What? I'm going insane. Those look like hamburgers. This is not a hamburger. I don't... Okay. That was shocked. Also, not looking at my screen, I thought those was hamburgers out of the corner of my eye. Or what is that face? The worst are entitled free-to-plays. Who thinks that they should be able to let full clear everything as a free-to-play? I actually do. I think as a free-to-play you should be able to clear everything. But I don't think it should be handed to you. It like I don't think that it's supposed to be hard, it's supposed to be endgame content. If I have to lose 2 or 3 times to beat something, that makes sense. I'm not used to fighting this boss. I don't know how the mechanics work. So, it's fine. But I do think as a free-to-play, you should be able to clear 412. Obviously with some exceptions. If you have a team full of like Don Hung 4-star, Arlen 4-star, maybe you're not clearing that ever. But that's just my 2 cents. I don't know if you heard this, by the way, but Anata will not have gacha. I know. I think that's super sick because the trailer came out for Anata, and it looks so cool. The gacha is supposed to be like for their cosmetics and stuff, which is awesome. So I'm super excited to try Anata when it comes out. I might do. I'm pretty sure because I did sign up for the pre-registration. I'm pretty sure a lot of people would like to see me stream that when it goes live. So I'm thinking about doing that, but I'm very excited for it nonetheless. I'm super excited for it. And that Hoyo should cater even their harder content to make it easier. To be clear, oh yeah, I know Zeka. That's fair. Like again, I sit in like that middle, slightly notched a little bit more towards the competitive side. So I do think that in-game content should be able to be cleared as a free-to-play, but you have to like try. You can't just like hit auto with a character that's strong and then just clear everything. Maybe do that up into like floor 9 because that's, you know, everything under floor 9 is relatively easy if you're max equilibrium. But no, it's supposed to be challenging. It's supposed to be hard. It's end game. But that's my 2 cents. Co-op with viewers with a not a launch? I'd be down for it. I'm always down to have people join my world, like when I play Wuthering Waves. If someone's in chat, I would always let them in if they ask. Well, okay, wait, hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. No, okay. I was expecting them all in a line again. But yeah, and even... Oh, okay, I didn't even need to... but I didn't even... So it'd be kind of cool to do co-op with Anata. I don't know how it's going to work, though. But yeah, I'm excited. I would definitely do co-op with my viewers. Because like back in the way back when, before I was able to multi-stream, I actually did stream Genshin Impact for a while. Because 5.0 was actually kind of cool. And I'd let people in, and then we would go order around that stuff as well. I hope it's like GTA Online. This would be my first GTA kind of like game. I technically did play GTA 5, but that was a specific heist with a friend of mine because I didn't know anything. I didn't know the game. You do that. Well, yeah, because it's Hinata Online. I don't have to get on anyone's account to do the content. You can just join me. There's the difference. Aha. So we do that. I gotcha. I gotcha. Okay. This makes sense. I think if I just do this. Do I just put it down? What? I don't know what it is. This is what happens when you, like, don't read the tutorial because you're looking at chat. I'm really happy about the game, mostly because I'm a big Saints Row fan. The last Saints Row game was a massive flop. Even the studio shut down, so it's nice. Wow. I did not know that. Are you gonna, like... I'm so confused as to what I did. I just, like, put it even... I just shoved it in his face. Yeah, I'm really excited for Renata. I really am. Because all the characters are supposed to be able to just be obtained for free. So, like, maybe... Hello, Tax. How you doing today? It's nice to see you. How are you? This is literally just Uba Musume. This is, like, actually just Uba Musume. This is great. Hello. How have you been, Tax? How have you been? Wait, I'm supposed to what? Okay, it's like Uba Musume and Helldivers. As long as they don't give me anything like... Okay, I hit that button. Yeah, as long as they don't give me anything super, super complicated. That's not gonna be a problem. It's like a no. Crazy name. Right? Yeah, but Tex is awesome. Been good. Got a little more free time, so I've been grinding ZZZ. Super, super nice. Have you done, Tax, have you done Orphe's character trial yet? See, Tax, I feel like you should be used to that reaction when people see your name for the first time. See, it's like, I still don't believe that sentence, because half of your team, actually most of your team, consists of men. So, meh. Nah, I haven't tried it yet. She's so fun. Ideally, I mean, like, ideally, it's not really, you don't really play as her very much, but she's fun. She's really goofy. Her animations are great. What do you think of ZZZ Tags? No, they don't. Yeah, they do. It's actually an extremely common reaction with almost every stream. I wonder why. I wonder why. Okay, we have 1 week left. Bro, my child just gave me 10 grand. What? My guy's goated. What? When you play Orphe and Magus, you play as Orphe and Magus. What? Really? Oh, since when? Ah, oh, crap. There's 7 of them. Okay, there's 7 of them. Yeah. I don't know what it is about Zenless, but for like the past 2-3 updates, I've been absolutely adoring the game. It's great. I've been having so much fun with it. Yeah. I mean, obviously, I have a little bit of ways to go before they update the game so I can actually do anything with it again. Even Vivian gets more gameplay than her. Actually, facts, though. Taking a casually free to play since my investment is mostly in Boo, but it's just as fast-paced and fun as I expected. I love the gameplay. Couldn't have said that. What is Mighty doing here? Couldn't have said that any better myself. Okay, this time, I'm not gonna like... Oh, is this an auto thing, I guess? Is it? Okay, if I look away from chat, is it gonna like stop being auto? Cypher's here. I've been slowly feeling my team comps work and it's been great. Right, I find it hilarious, thanks to my amazing chat members. I finally got the rotation down for like my Yixuan team, and now they're gonna release the goat chick, and I'm gonna have to relearn the rotation. I finally learned it. It's gonna change. Goodness. So the characters and trials have been extremely fun. And watching ZZZ streamers is a lot, right? It's always interesting when people watch Zenless for the first time, and it's like all these flashing colors and all these lights and all these things happening all at once, and you have no idea what's going on. It's like someone's directly injecting chemicals into your brain. You just can't understand what's going on. All three stats must reach rank B. Oh my god, brother. Also, a few more quick reminders. Always slander the APC. Don't eat batteries. I agree with those two, absolutely. And the not shooting on camera. That's probably a good idea, Zeka. Lucia should be closer to Astra. I hope so. Astra's really easy to use. I mean, Astra's like, you hit E and then you're chilling for the rest of the game. I think I do this. Yeah, this will get it done. Legit. It's so overstimulating if you're right. It's like a friend of mine who plays HSR watched me play Zenless for the first time a few days ago, and they had no idea what was going on, because the contrast between that game and this game is like, you know, night and day. It's so different, but in a good way. I like both of the games a lot, so like it's not that big of a deal, but it is just kind of funny. And like the landscape of the game has changed so much since the game came out, because I'm a day one player. So the most like chaotic thing you could do is spin around with Billy. Now the most chaotic thing you could do is have Astra buff Miyabi hold going. You can have Orpheus tail going. You know, the amount of stuff on screen has exponentially increased. And I am all for it. It's like giving someone epilepsy, pretty much. That's the wrong one. I'm trying to do this out of the corner of my vision. Frick. I need to actually pay attention. But I don't want to. Don't do that to HSR only players. I know, right? Astra, Yao, Bernice, and Ellen. I have another friend that also has Vivian as their fave, so I'm a def keep an eye out for her. We do, but he's just sort of giving me resources. This guy's goated. I also don't actually anticipate to do this entire quest. It's just a chance to give people to hang out before I start the quest. Okay, this is an auto one. Okay, cool. Ellen's one of my favorite characters. Bernice is also really, really cool. I don't know too much about her gameplay wise, but as a community, a lot of people really like Bernice, myself as well. She's one of the most popular characters. And then Vivian has some of the best voice lines in the game, period. She's awesome. Yeah, there's Zeka. Vivian doesn't have as much value as other characters, but I love her story and how much she canonically loves you, right? This is some power. It's literally Uma Musume, but long form content. That's all this is. I stopped by these streams because one more pull is cool. Aw, thanks, Zek. I appreciate it. Not to be mean. Everyone has their own opinions, so that's fair. If you don't like a game, that's fine. Vivian's one of the most meta characters. Yeah, again, I don't have her, so I don't like speaking too much on how good she is. But I know that she's good. She's actually so good. It's been broached to me by my lovely chat that I should actually get Vivian, and that way I can have a divergent anomaly team, and if I need to, I can just throw Miyabi with Lycon and Sakaku and have a mono ice team as well. So with one character, I would then be creating two teams. So Kenji I don't know how far into like statistic numbers you are, but so Zenless is like trying very hard to counter Miyabi. So basically in the new update, like the new endgame cycles that they're coming out with, they are decreasing the overall health, which sounds really, really good. Until you realize that they're exponentially increasing the amount of defense that these guys have, which is meant to target a specific character. And it's our really, really long-eared wife. So, and since Miyabi just takes an Obli to a whole different level, it's not having too much fun. The default meta anomaly team is like Yuzuha plus 15 plus whichever on-field anomaly DPS you like. Yep. I'm just stubborn and I stick with Yanaki because she's awesome. Honkai S, right? Yeah, their hands. I'm perfect. Like, again, maybe it's because like I obviously like to win, so I'm fine with Miyabi being like the strongest and them keeping her as a benchmark. Like, hey, let's make some characters on par with her. Let's not go higher than that. I'm fine with her being the strongest because in lore wise she is the strongest. And then there's Yishuan Shifu, and then there's, there's more. Hello Cantus, how you doing today? It's nice to see you. Exactly, yeah. So a little bit unfortunate that Miyabi's kind of like getting the short end of the stick, but I'd rather them do that than make the next upcoming characters just exponentially stronger than her, if that makes any sense. I'm done with the story. Thoughts? I have not started it during this stream. I started doing the side quest as a chance to let Zeka hang out for a little bit because they want to experience it on their own. So I'm where we left off yesterday still, although I'm going to start it very soon, as soon as we can like get out of here. Was pretty good. Good to hear. Are you a Void Hunter because you're the strongest, or are you the strongest because you're a Void Hunter? 100%. Aegis is increasing enemy attack to counter the unbreakable wall that is Hyacinth and Adventuring. I can't wait to get one shot with my Kafka. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be great. But that's good, Kantos. See, it kind of feels like I would be perfectly fine if HSR did this. Zenless doesn't have to do this because they're relatively still new to the like ball game. But I would be fine if HSR just equalized everything. It'd be so nice. Like, you bring up the really, really old characters that really need help. Kind of like Topaz is one of those characters that's relatively old and could use a buff. And you pick a character like, I don't know, the strongest team is Castros. I think the strongest individual character might be Phanon. And you just bring them all up to around that level. I'm not saying make them all the same strength. That doesn't make a lot of sense. But equalize them to a degree that matters. And then that's it. Stop exponentially increasing the next character's combat capabilities. But that's just my 2 cents, and I have no idea how well that would actually function for a game. I don't know what any of what I'm doing is. It had like 10 cutscenes compared. Yes. Cutscenes are always really, really cool. We really like those. Okay. I'm going to leave this for... Wait, what? I don't think I care. I don't think I care. I'm sure that there's a quest to unlock these things, but I don't think I care. Yeah, I don't. Cool. Okay, I'm gonna leave this here. No, they're gonna power scale it even more. Oh yeah, 100% they're going to. It'd be cool if they didn't do that, but they're going to. That's the HSR motto right there. I mean, it shouldn't be super bad, I think. I hope. I hope. Beta dropped yesterday. It is a bit ridiculous. Oh no. Do we have the kit confirmed or something? I'm assuming we have her kit leaked now. Topaz isn't Snox anymore. I thought she was playing a long game. Topaz hasn't been good for a really long time, unfortunately. This is why the roguelike mode is so nice for these games. It changes everything. 100%. Unless you have high senior adventuring, Topaz has always been... Topaz... I feel like Topaz is one of those characters that was good because there was not much competition. Now she has competition. She definitely has competition with Face Shop. But yeah. Okay, chat. Hello, Yas. Kidding. How are you doing today? It's been a minute. How are you? All right, chat. Since everyone's here, do you all want to see me do anomaly arbitration, or do you want me to do story? I'll let you guys pick. With that said, I will be right back. I have to go get more water. All right, I'm back. Let's catch up with chat. But how are you doing today, Yas? Also, the heist and adventuring comment wasn't related to Topaz. I didn't think it was. I'm happy with my humble Clara. Waiting for the update they finally give for some Jordans, right? That is one of my favorite memes to spawn from this community. Mr. Svarog, creases Jordans. Creasing Jordans. I guess Hunt March and Mo's kind of just stole her niche while being free to play. Like, I cannot understate how good Hunt March is. Even if you don't have a follow-up team, she's still really good. So yeah, she just kind of got crept really hard by a free character. Which at the other end of the stick, it is really nice that, you know, March is actually usable now, because like Preservation March has always been like a little weird one where Preservation's just not usually a good path unless your name's adventuring. Capard can be useful, but even then, I'd rather have Link Show or Hua Hua over Capard. So it's kind of one of those things that March is also nice to have. It's hilarious that most man outperforms Topaz on follow-up teams. Also true. Plus, wait, what? Okay, so let's see a little bit about this Siren. Something like 40% damage for everyone. 20% true damage. Individual buff for every Chrysos heir. Plus HP scaling personal damage is nuts. Oh no. Plus cutscene level ult animations. That's actually really cool. I like that a lot. And everything is white. Wait, what? Everything is wife theme? Wedding dress, wedding ring. Interesting. I'm sure that has story reasons for being what it is. Like, I don't think that they just do that. I'm assuming it's with Fanon, right? Because that's like the gimmick they were together in Honkai Impact 3rd. Oh yeah, I'm gonna be wailing for Siren. I'm a bit of a Siren. You're a bit of? Or you mean off? Or... off? Yeah, it's kind of one of those things where I really like Siren as a character. She's been super hype. I really like Mem as well. But since I don't have a Chrysos heir on my account at all, it makes literally no sense for me to get her whatsoever. So I'm not going to be getting her because it makes no sense. But the true damage actually does scare me. The true damage scares me a little bit. True damage is one of those things that is kind of a really hard thing to balance. Like, really hard. Anyway. Okay. Mr. Streamer, what is true damage in A-Star? So true damage it's actually true damage is in a few gacha games. Basically, true damage does the damage that it's going to. That's it. It ignores defense, it ignores resistances, if you do 1,000 damage, true damage, it's gonna do 1,000 damage. It doesn't matter if you have 99% resistance to that element. It doesn't matter if you have really, really high defenses. It's just gonna do the damage, which makes it really hard to balance and makes it really scary to use in games like this. So true damage is very scary. What's the difference between that and crit damage then? So crit damage is still affected by modifiers. True damage is not. True damage just doesn't care. So yeah, crit damage can be affected. It can be affected by defense. It can be affected by resistances and stuff like that. True damage just doesn't care. It's just gonna go through every check and it's gonna do the damage. So that's the difference, and that's why it's kind of scary. So true damage is basically what it says. It's true damage. If it's no modifiers, it's just gonna hit. Which again makes it a little scary, because if you have a bunch of older characters that don't have true damage, they're just fundamentally going to be harder to do more damage with than characters who do true damage. As long as the true damage cap is very low. So yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna start recording because we were doing anomaly arbitration as of request by chat as soon as my recording starts. There we go. So this is my first attempt at anomaly arbitration. I'm kind of going into this blind. Chat's told me a little bit about it, but other than that, I know next to nothing. Features knight and king stages. When the knight stages are not cleared, the king will be protected by guards, making it significantly more difficult. So it's kind of like a raid boss. After clearing all knight stages, the king will be weakened without its guards. Oh, and she buffs non-Chrysers. They get 40 dip. Seriously? Maybe she is a good pickup then, because that's crazy. So that's insane. Okay, maybe I do have to think about getting her, because I've been kind of skimping out on my supports. The only support I have is Robin. She's the only premium support that I do have. So I might be getting her instead. I don't know. Maybe she'll end up replacing Cypher on my Saber team, because I want to get Cypher for Saber. I don't know. I'll obviously ask you guys your all's opinion when she comes out and her numbers are like finalized and stuff like that, to see how she compares to the other characters. As the game stands, it's possible to have a full 2 damage. No. As of right now, no. Which is good. It should be very limited, because you don't want it to run rampant. Again, true damage is one of those things where it's like a crack in a dam. As soon as one person goes through, if too many get through, it's just going to be a floodgate and the game's going to go downhill. But right now it's only RMC. So as long as they're super, super selective with it, it's good. Okay, so I would recommend it if you have at least one. I technically have one Remembrance character with Remembrance main character, but other than that, I literally don't have anyone. Like, technically Hyslins is the newest character that I own, but she's Dot and she's Erudition. I do not have a single Remembrance character outside of RMC, and my main character specifically is going to be Harmony for the rest of his life. So, unless if the next path is like super stupid and I have characters that actually utilize it. She is the busted pick that should work even if played outside her niche. Yeah, so I really only have... Because I only have the one Remembrance. I just kind of got really unlucky, I guess, and I just didn't... My pulls didn't work around any of the Remembrance characters in this entire update cycle. So... Yeah, I don't have a single Remembrance character outside of Trailblazer, and he's going to be Harmony for a really long time. So, I might pick her up, because again, Robin is my only 5-star support, I believe. I'm checking to see... Technically, Bronya exists. She's a pity, though, so premium 5-star. There you go. So, yeah, so Robin and Bronya are the only two that I have, so I might end up needing another one. I don't know. That stat line is just ridiculous. Ruinmei? True. I don't know why I forgot Ruinmei. Ruinmei's also there. So, technically, I have 3. So, maybe, I don't know. Maybe I don't need it. Maybe I do. I'll confer with you guys when she comes out, and maybe they do change a few things. I'm not sure. So... I don't know. I don't think I'll have guarantee by then anyway, but maybe towards the end of the banner I will. Night 1 is break shield. Night 2 is dot shield, literally purpose made to be cleared with dot. Yes. Night 3 is a sustain check. Okay, so we're gonna start. We're just gonna go down the line then. We'll start with 1. According to chat, Night 1 is okay. Enemy target initially has 2 stacks of resilient armor, and each stack reduces damage taken by 50%. Enemy targets lose 1 stack of resilience each time their toughness is reduced to 0. Okay, so, and this is a mimetic, so this guy's definitely dot. Okay. Okay. So the biggest problem I'm gonna have is that Linksha wants to be on 2 of my 3 teams. So which team do I save Linksha here? And do I do Gallagher and hope that it works? Or do I do... I'm assuming I want Linksha. I probably want Linksha here because this is healing check. So it's probably going to be Hua Hua Linksha and then pray that Gallagher's going to pull through with this one. I think that might be the... Oh, that's kind of cool. I can click it. Oh, that's cool. I didn't know that. You can like change. That's super sick. But yeah, I think this is the play. Because she'll commit die. But Linksha... Wait, Zega, do you have Linksha? Because... I bring Linksha into enemies that have like a counter thorns mechanic all the time, which is fine. I'll take your word for it, but that means that I kind of have to... Because then I don't know what I'm going to do here. I could take Gallagher here, but he's not going to sustain enough. I guess I could run my dot team without Hua Hua. I could try. I also don't know what team I'm going to run third. Night 1 is really a problem on the healing front as long as you bring a break team. Okay, gotcha. So I'm putting too much tech. Okay. Nothing to know about IFTB and high ceiling Tribby still down to get critical just because of how hard the thorns hit, because of how often Tribby does massive. True. Okay. So we can try and do it with Gallagher. And even if we end up not using Linksha, then she's just here as like a backup plan. Oh, that's so annoying. I have to figure out my teams now. That's cringe. It's not gonna let me do it all in one sitting. Okay. Another problem is that this... I think I have to do Saber here because I don't have Saber... I don't want to bring the Herda team because the Thorns damage and the mini Herda is going to follow up too much. She's going to just die too fast. She will just die too fast. That's a joke. That's my first ever team, by the way, if anyone's interested. So I don't think I can bring the Herda. Doing enough damage to clear in 6 cycles could be a challenge for anyone but Rappa. Yeah, Rappa's the best break character. We love that so much. I wish that they would give Firefly... Like, Firefly doesn't have to be stronger, but if they would just cut her some slack. Because Rappa is like, if you want to play break, you're probably just going to want to get Rappa. Your life will be so much easier. And that makes me upset because Firefly, in my opinion, is the best break character-wise. I think we do try Saber, and then they say this team does end up getting Hua Hua, and then we can earn Linksha this side. That way we can do... Single target. I don't really have like a dedicated single target character. Like, again, the Herda would probably be closer to Saber. But I don't have... But the Herda's enhanced E and ult hit everyone, and I'm worried about the puppet Herda following up and dying because of it. So biologic contributes a lot of AoE follow-up damage, and she still gets down critical. The best healer in the game, ATEW, by the way. Linkship will also have a lot of AoE follow-ups. Linkship doesn't do follow-up too much. Linkship will do follow-up if you make her do follow-up. She will not. She has her rabbits in action, but they don't happen enough. I could have been totally wrong. No, I mean, I trust your intuition. Because again, you played this, I have not, so I'm gonna, like, I don't know anything about this. Okay, I think we're just gonna go down the list. We're gonna try each one. I don't expect to actually beat this by any stretch of the imagination, but I do want to give it an earnest try. So we're gonna see how this works. I actually want to see how people fare if they have every character in the game, like what teams are used. Of course, I would like to see all of their teams at E0 instead of, you know, E6. Every character be a little different. But I want to see what teams are most commonly used here. That'd be interesting. I don't know if there's a thing that HSR does yet. But Xenos will let you see percentages and stuff like that on what's being used with what character. On night 2, 3 stars should be possible. I'm very confident in my dot team. I believe in you. Thank you, Kenji. Okay, dealing damage and defeating enemy targets will accumulate chess progress. When the progress is full, the stage challenge will be successfully completed. So I don't have to win. Challenge stages have a cycle limit. You will fail a challenge upon running out of cycles. I mean, that part's not new to HSR. The best my Firefly FF could do in 3 cycles, and that's me going out of my way to change my builds around specifically this. Gotcha. 100%. Okay, yeah, 100% to everyone's to see. That's me. Gotcha. Okay.
Take your positions. Dreams do come true. The mood is set. Let the show begin.
Okay, well, we're gaming now.
Like fire, I'm so everything. Burns to ashes.
It's just a better tracer for gotcha. Okay.
Fight to live. Recalibrating.
I need them to hit
And elegance.
Ruin May at least once. Alright, that should work. Okay.
Every petal, all will be swept away by the wind.
This is going to be a huge skill check, though. I don't know.
Did the rhythm get messed up? Let's improvise.
I don't know if I need to hold on to Gallagher's ult. I don't think I do. I mean, as long as he gets it back before these guys die, and then we go into the next phase.
Gonna keep going.
Firefly also loses.
If not, I'll catch my breath for a while.
Yeah. I guess for the characters that I don't plan on using outside of endgame content, I should really just cater their builds to the endgame content. But that means I would have to rebuild a handful of my characters. And I'm already trying to do that. I would go for damage. That's what I'm thinking.
Slice like a good brew, my friends. Indulge yourselves!
Some value, I suppose. Fight to
Like, these things are just tanky.
Take your positions.
In the mood for another
These guys are really tanky.
Existence is unity.
Recalibrating.
Still have 6 cycles, though. I'm pretty sure the first cycle is...
The mood is
You have more action value in the first cycle. So I'm able to go more often.
Step up, let's see ya. Time to mix things up.
support.
There's more to life.
Stand in position. Attack.
I'm so everything. Burns to ashes. Fight to live.
Okay, yeah, that thing went down. Good. That was really good.
Some value, I suppose.
I want to bridge with Firefly.
Set the seas aflame!
Did the rhythm get messed up?
I think I want to... All cycles are more than twice as long. That's good. That's huge.
Don't miss the best timing for an attack.
It's been so long since I played my break team. The pro cycle has an AV value of 300 instead of the standard 150. Gotcha.
Every petal, all will be swept away by the wind.
I don't think Gallagher's ult can kill here. Because ideally I would kill him and then save the cycle. But I don't think that's possible. Doesn't mean I'm not going to try. Yeah, there's no shot. Oh, hold on, maybe. Gallagher's the absolute G. I love this guy. Gallagher's actually a really cool character. Okay, we break entirely here. Unfortunately, Firefly leaves her ult state here, which is really not good. We do massive break damage. Yeah, we do. Okay, that's not bad. That's not bad. Everyone has their stacks up. We take skill point turn. I really don't like taking skill point turns when they're broken, though. Yeah, 2 cycles is crazy. I really hope they release some statistics about this, because maybe Fuwei would be, like, if I had Fuwei, this would be slightly easier, because I'd be able to break out, like, I would be able to do toughness damage to everyone. The second cycle? Okay, thank you, Zeka. But yeah, this is insane.
Until everything burns to ashes!
I mean, even though you need 2 cycles for 3 stars. Yeah, that's insane.
Let's improvise.
Set the seas aflame!
I mean, it's cool that it's giving us final damage, but the stars are over, so it's not that important anymore.
Every petal and all will be swept away by the wind.
Okay, this is... I don't... That's really unfortunate. Unlucky for them, I have the snapshot anyway, so it doesn't matter.
Fight to live!
You're gonna be the annoying one.
Mood is set. Let the show begin.
I'd really like Ruin May to snap out of it, because now Firefly's gonna leave her thing. And I would appreciate it if... There we go.
I will claim victory for myself. Set the seas aflame!
And she leaves her thing. Ruin May's coming out of this.
Existence is unity.
Yeah, this is a game mode, all right. This is endgame content.
Let's improvise. The mood is set. Let the show begin.
It is a clear. It is a clear. That is true. It is a clear. Okay. Yeah, we didn't even need. Okay, so we did clear it. We only got 1 star though. So I'm assuming. So as long as I beat it, does the buff go away for the big guy or no? So like, is he still getting the buff from this or no? Because I technically beat it, or do I have to 3-star it for the buff to go away? Or is it kind of like exponential, where if I get 2 stars, the buff is lessened even more? Because the red line's not as red than these. If you want 3 stars, you only have 4. I don't think it's possible for me to get 3 stars here. My best bet is obviously going to be my dot team. I'm really hoping that it's going to work. I'm pretty confident in this team. I think if I do not full clear, it's going to be a user error, not a team error. And you don't have to 3-star as long as you beat every night. That you need to beat every night. Okay, gotcha. For every 1% HP the enemy target loses, reduces crit damage equal to reduces crit damage dealt to them by 3%. That's like actually crazy. Okay.
Make a wish. Any fish take. Does that hurt?
Let's see, Jet. You just have to clear. Okay. Oh, it's this link. This link's like, I don't know why this fish is so tanky. This fish is really tanky.
Relax. Didn't hurt.
That's an interaction I've never seen before. Link shows bunnies will trigger Kafka's follow-up. I did not know that. Okay. And you're gonna keep summoning that? That's fair. Okay, what do we want to do here? I want Link to have stacks. I think if we do... Oh, you summon 2 of them? That's so cringe of you. I think we can do this.
Stand still.
I think we take the extra damage. We still have 2 stacks, but I'm gonna get it back sooner than later, so I'm fine with this.
Good times. Time to say bye. Boom. Stand still.
I really don't like that they got pushed up, because now Link's just on a timer. Never mind. We're fine. We're chilling. Yep.
Time to cleanse the filth.
And then we have our ult for whenever we need to get out of jail free card. Which might be now. Yep.
The truth. Everything in this world is bleeding.
It might not help that I've fought these like fish twice, and so I don't have a very deep understanding of what these guys do, like at all. I love all the AoE damage.
Good times. Time to say
I think
bye.
Kafka's still one hit, even if it's only the one big guy. You don't have the fence down. I think it hits everyone regardless. I think this is just a reset.
Relax.
Yep, this is a reset. The flopping mantis have a 70% damage reduction. I see.
Stand still.
70% is quite fun. Now, if the enemy gets to go like 4 times, I'm cooked. Never mind, we're back.
Your body and mind. May as well kill them all. Relax. Not bad.
I'm waiting for him to do the thing. He's not going to do the thing.
Time to
Okay.
say bye. Boom.
70% of all non-true damage will be blocked and converted into dot on themselves. A stacking vulnerability to buff? Yeah, that's nice.
Stand still.
Ill
tidings manifest. Memories beneath the waters lies an endless.
I'm kind of trying to be conscious about him kidnapping a character, because I want to save like a big Unga Bunga for that. However, depending on who he takes, holding on to ults is completely useless. Okay.
In the abyss's revels, your cries
The OST,
rise.
the HSR has a very, very good soundtrack. You do have still have your defense down, so I can take the skill point. You're going to take... That's not bad. Definitely not bad. And you can get my character back.
Time to say bye.
It didn't heal them. Interesting.
Boom.
In Div Universe, it would heal the character that they take.
The waters lies an endless abyss.
You still have the defense down. I can take the skill point to get stacks.
Relax.
You still have the defense down. He's gonna lose
Time
it.
to say bye.
His turn. He's gonna lose it anyway because he's dead.
Ill fate descends. Stand still.
Gonna go ahead and do this. He's gonna hit not in a fun way. 2 characters who take their own initiative will be locked down. Okay. I think it's actually fine if they take... Linkshun and Heistlins is probably the 2 characters that I do want them to take, actually. So if I do...
Feeling tired already? You will require invigoration. In the abyss's revels.
If I have you take Heistlins...
Relax.
And then you can take Linkshun,
And mine.
push bunnies. You can just auto, just to get out of it. And then when he takes these, I can just dump the 2 ults to get them back immediately.
Memories are ebb beneath the waters.
That should bring these guys back.
Stand still.
Yep.
Good times.
Give me my characters back. You can't have them. I pulled for them, not you. He still has the defense down, so we're gonna take the skill point. We can also go ahead and do this. I don't want to spend the skill point healing, so we're gonna use the ult to heal instead. You can take a skill point here as well. We can go ahead and use Heistlins ult. I really should be using Heistlins' E a little bit more, but it's just really, you get a lot of value out of using Kafka, and keeping this guy's defense shred up 100% of the time is also really nice with Black Swan.
Destiny isn't chosen.
I also have to like beat him this cycle, so
Time to say bye.
we may not be 3-starring.
Relax.
Nope, we did. Go. Whew. Okay. Dot content. Yay! I love my dot team. Oh, this is gonna suck. Okay. Okay. So we have 1 star, we have 3 stars, so that means this one has to be 2 stars, right, chat? 2 or 3. I really want this though. I don't know how this is. I don't know if this is even within my grasp, but I do want to try. I want to try and get it. I want it. Also, the fact that it doesn't give Stellar Jades is interesting. I kind of understand why, but never doubt, never. Not after the buff and the new character. Okay, let's see. Under protection, all non-elite enemy targets won't have their HP and toughness reduced, and increase their effect resistance by 100%. When all elite enemy targets are defeated, remaining enemy targets will also be eliminated. Okay, so just this is basically just like a stand battle. Each time after an enemy is attacked, the attacker will lose HP equal to 2% of their unmaxed HP. This effect is not fatal. Okay. This team is technically very skill point negative. See, this is one of those situations where I would really like to have Sunday, because this team would go from really skill point negative to just kind of a Saber. Because I need to save skill points for Hawk's healing a lot. So this team is going to be played on optimally no matter what. My full Cassie Premium team can only 2-star the King. I don't expect to actually beat the King. I don't expect to get close to it. But I do, like I said, want to give it an earnest try. I don't know. Maybe I can get... I don't know. I think in terms of like the Saber team, Sunday would still be better over Cyrene, but I'll know for certain about that one when it comes to we take 2 skill points, we pop this, then we can pop this. So yeah, I don't know. This is gonna hurt a lot, and by hurt a lot I mean me.
Lend me your strength. We've entered the storm. To guard and defend. Crush them.
Maybe the King gives participation. The King, well, technically, I guess. That would be kind of funny, but not bad. The nice thing about Pawpaw is that she gives regeneration HP. So her healing persists a little bit after she does heal, which is nice. The only caveat being I'm going to have to spend another skill point to heal her as well. Which I really don't want to do, but I kind of have to. Well, I don't have to. Will I survive? Do I survive? Can I be stingy here? I don't think so.
Fool! You can't play dead standing up!
The nice thing about Hua is that she's cute and funny. Couldn't agree more. She still has more HP than the other characters, and they have energy, they have HP regeneration. I think I can, well, because this is a skill point, this is a skill point. It's so unfortunate Saber's going after Bronya. I want her to go before Bronya.
You can't play dead standing up! Get them!
You'll pay for this.
Yeah, that's really unfortunate. I need Saber to go first, and so that Bronya can then push her up again. This is probably this. I hate the archers. The archers hurt so much. Yep. Ooh. This one's going to be a headache.
Let the show begin.
Well, absolutely not, Sekka. No. She's precious. Must protect.
Kinda tickles.
Okay. I don't even know if I can speed tune Saber to be doing what she's doing. I don't think it's possible. Like, I think that my Saber is just passively slower than Bronya.
To guard and defend. Crush them.
Care and protect. No, Lance. The first two, yes. And now I know that well, they killed Saber through the healing, so I don't even know if I need to take the skill point to heal Hua Hua. They just like dunking on Saber. Which, I mean, fair. If I was an enemy, I'd want to take out the main DPS too, but it's kind of cringe. If I do this, then I'm out of skill points, though. I mean, Robin will generate because she'll leave. Take a piece with speed subset off Bronya. Right, I probably should.
Lend me your strength. Troublesome.
God. The was of being structured right.
Listen to the final. Troublesome. It's okay. It's okay. Your assistance is timely. Tonight, stars echo. This battle is unavoidable.
I don't even bother with speed on Saber. Yeah. I have 2 skill points. I can E with Bronya, E with Saber, not have a skill point for Hua Hua healing. Although she's the only one that's hurt, and right now they're always hitting Saber's side. This team is just so skill point negative without Sunday. But I've also apparently dodged getting a lot of the good supports as well. I think regardless, I still push Saber up. Regardless, I still think I do. Because everyone else is full, except Hua Hua. If Hua Hua takes damage, I feel like she can tank something.
Lend me your strength.
And Bronya refunded the skill point because she's the absolute goat.
We've entered the storm. To guard and defend. Crush them.
Cypher would also be... Cypher currently, depending on, like, you know, what Cyrene's gonna want to do. She's still my priority right now to put on my Saber team. Because I like Sunday, but he just had a rerun, so I don't know when he'll be back. Sweet! That was awesome! Dang, okay.
You'll pay for this.
Is this where I push it Wawa to heal again? Oh, I'm not too... Although Wawa is Siren skill point neutral.
A decisive
Oof.
moment in the battle.
I do like my skill point neutral teams. Trade-off where you get a great free-to-play Lycan, but also aggro even if Glass Cannon. Sure, I'll take it. So moment of victory. Unfortunately, that's preservation, and the amount of preservation characters is like trying to find a needle in a haystack. I don't know. I will definitely ask your guys' opinion on Cyrene when she comes out to see if maybe she would be better for my teams. She'd be like better pickup for my account in general over getting Cypher, because Cypher would specifically be with Saber. I am half tempted to push up Hua and have her heal again, because they're all taking a turn. That'll leave me with no skill points. I really do not like my skill point neutral teams, or skill point negative teams. They're not fun. Cyrene isn't optimal, but busted. So what would be optimal? Like, I mean, probably Sunday. Yeah, I was worried about that. Okay. It's so unfortunate Bronya's going right. Bronya, stop, please. Is this even worth it? Can I just take a skill point here? I don't think it is. It's damage increase, it's not crit damage increase. This is significantly better play.
We've entered the storm.
Dang.
To guard and defend. Crush them.
Optimal isn't. It's not optimal for Siren. Gotcha. Okay. Yeah, I just got kind of really unlucky, and I just didn't get any Chrysosairs when I had the summons. I mean, technically, Hysolence is a Chrysosair, but I don't think I'm ever going to use those two together in a team. That just wouldn't make sense. So yeah. Okay, so this is the 5th cycle, and we don't even have this guy beaten yet. Yep. I love it that one of the responses is, "This is so hard." Can I change my team? Or do I have to, like, reset everything? If I have to reset everything, that's going to be really annoying. Because I don't want this team. And see, that's another problem. I can't take... Give Linksha back to that, and then we can take Wahwa here. I'm worried about the tiny child, because I don't know... Or the Herda wants to have another erudition, but... A part of me is like, well, what if I just take Herda and use Gopard instead? For Saber Sunday could still be the best option if you are planning to use Don Hung as a sustain. I don't know yet. If he's really good, I'll probably end up trying to get his light cone, because I like to have the light cone for every character that I have. So I think that kind of depends on how good Don Hung is. I admittedly don't know anything about his kit though, so I'm just kind of like If I know about it, and then I can make a judgment call on that one. That's why I recommend Linksha. I know Linksha here would be so good. She's realistically the only healer on your account that is. Yeah, I agree. Skill point negative teams. Alt with Bronya's skill with Bronya, then silver ult off with Bronya's skill. Oh, alt then skill. Okay, gotcha. Thank you, Zeka. Skill point negative teams somehow suffer the same problem as attackers teams. What do you mean by that, Lance? Admittedly I don't use like attacker based teams in Zoneless, so I'm not entirely sure. I mean, technically Evelyn's an attacker, but I would say we could be double attack teams. I know I can beat the other side. I'm not worried about it. So.
Incense ascends. How should the show begin? Take a look. This is pure genius.
Not too worried about it. Don Hung could in general be a better option than Hua Hua. Yeah.
Dangerous.
Well, that's a reset. I fat fingered. You manage resources instead of just going Unga. I know, I love my Unga gameplay.
Upgrade configured. Let the show begin. It's okay. I won't break. Dangerous. Harmony and unison.
I need them to hit Robin. Okay, probably not using this team either. Wow, okay.
Take a look. Upgrade configured. Incense ascends.
Well, yeah, because even if I have Kapar, it's not gonna matter. He can't. What do I do here? I mean, I think regardless of whether or not I even beat this, I do want to try picking.
Dangerous thoughts. Resonate all together.
But yeah. Saber with Linksha? Possibly.
Allow me to purge the root. Tonight, stars echo.
I heard a Lance. Lance, no. I want to test if this will work.
Big diamond, it's all yours.
Okay.
Open sesame. May the foul stench dissipate quickly. Time to cleanse the filth. Curiosity. Endless riddles. Nothing but a boy.
The horns goes through shields. I'm not too worried about the thorns because I'd have Linksha.
Watch it crumble.
Like I'd be doing double sustain. I'm more so worried about Kapar, like the characters I have living long enough for Kapar to do what he needs to do, because Kapar does not have 100% uptime with his shields. Goodness gracious.
The truth burns everything in this
Also, if you don't clear all the night, yeah, if I don't clear the Night King's Giga buffs, I don't think I'd be able to clear it even if I did have all the buffs gone. So, but I still want to attempt it. I still do want to attempt the Knight or the King. So yeah, we might have to. That's so unfortunate. Yep, that's dead. Cool. Saber team with Linksha. You can have that. And then Link Shaka. This is just another character. Well, Linksha is technically going to be slightly better for my skill points.
Incense ascends. Show your courage. Let the show begin.
Lygus goes from only 44 million HP to 4. Yeah, only 44 million.
It's okay.
Yep.
Dangerous thoughts. Harmony and
like you guys were gassing up side 3, so I'm not
Allow me to purge the
expecting the clear, but I do want to give it a shot. Even if, again, as long as I mean, I have to beat it first, obviously, which that's proving to be slightly challenging. You should have skilled with Robin and a Robin ult. What do you mean?
Feeling tired already?
No, because I can do 2 auto attacks and I can get 2 more skill points. Then if I ult with Robin, then I get a whole nother turn. Because now I have more skill points because my team is horribly skill point negative. Also, again, Saber's going.
Lend me your strength.
If I don't win this one, I need to leave and look at what my Saber's speed is and see if I can influence it in any way. Because if I can influence it, that'd be more important, I think. The bunnies are coming after. Because if I skill point here, bunnies go. I get a skill point here.
Tired already?
I can't do it. I can do an auto with you. E, alt E, bring you up. I think that's what we do. I would have liked if the bunnies didn't go. I would have liked them to go after everyone took their turn, because then I would have had like their entire turn would have been completely mute, but they didn't. Now we have the archers to deal with. Actually, I can take the archers because we have Bunny.
Troublesome. We've entered the storm. To guard and defend, crush them. The truth, everything in this world.
This means I need a skill point with Robin at some point. Or not Robin, sorry, Linksha at some point.
Allow me to purge the root be of your body and mind. Night. Stars echo. This battle is unavoidable.
See, there we go. This is how it's supposed to work. Saber's supposed to go before Bronya. I do need to save a skill point at least for Linksha as well. Because even though we have...
May the foul stench dissipate quickly.
They have 1 enemy going and this guy hits AoE. We have to use a skill point here. Yep. We have ult now, so if they get really close, we can hit the oh crap button. The one I'm worried about is indeed Robino.
Everything in this world.
Did I mention this stage? Yeah, the stage is a sustain check. You have 11 stacks. I need to use...
A decisive moment in the battle.
He's gonna get really hard.
Lend me your strength. Be of your body and mind. Troublesome. We've entered the storm.
Okay. It's kind of unfortunate the way that one worked out.
Crush them.
I really wanted to... I wanted to maximize on Robin's ult. But regardless, these guys are going and I can't push. If I E here, I might be able to get skill point back. I'll have 0 skill points, but I'd be able to save my characters. Because if I E, I'll definitely get the energy. I'll push up. Saber and Bronya won't be able to do much, but it's fine as long as I have the skill points for Linksha.
Harmony and unison. Night. Stars echo. Allow me to purge the root of the
Why did you... She was next up on the thing, so I'm not too like. I kind of expected that. I took a Hail Mary, but the bunnies go up anyway, so that's slightly better. I'm just gonna take the skill point. There's the bunnies. Not worried about that specifically.
Lend me your strength.
I have never had to think so hard about a gacha game before in my life. Saber's getting close to getting ult with their stacks. So I'm hoping... It feels so bad. Like this team, I'm one skill point positive character away from being able to use this team effectively.
Feeling tired already?
Manual play in my right? How dare I have to commit more than 5% of my memory to this thing? Or my operating system, not really memory. I think we lose here. I did in fact fat finger the spacebar. I was highly contemplating using Link Shit E to heal. That's kind of unfortunate. As long as... Wait, hold on. That's actually not good.
Allow me to
Okay, we got really lucky. Actually, heard of reverse 19. I have not. Would you like to elaborate, Lance?
We've entered the storm. To guard and defend. Crush them. May the foul be of your body and mine.
That gives me all as well. That gives me rapid stacks. We have 2 cycles and 45% done.
The truth, everything in this world is bleeding. This battle is unavoidable.
Link's just putting in so much work. Link's just like, everyone's on life support all the time. Link's just trying so hard to keep everyone alive. Oh no.
Lend me your strength.
Is the game punishing me because I don't have high? Is that what it is? Or is the game mad at me because I don't have a single remembrance character? Or I guess Inforia's character. Outside of RMC. Yeah, I'm dead here. I lose. GG. Dang, that's so unfortunate. That's so unfortunate. I ended up auto everything. That's fair. That turned into me with Epic 7. Okay, let's see what the speed is on this thing, because your speed's 120. You're not even breaking speed checkpoint. I mean, I knew her speed was low, and yours 136. So you're faster than Bronya. But Bronya's going first. Game? You want to explain? Of course, Bronya should be like 150 speed or something crazy like that, but my Bronya never was finished. I just built her very quickly for Gina Leo, and then she kind of fell on the wayside. Oof. Okay. Yeah, the HP scaler shilling is annoying. Yeah, it's... I don't think I'm actually able to beat this. I think I am. I'm going to do this one more time to hopefully get the amount of stuff to beat any conditional speed buffs on her relics. For Bronya, Hackerspace. For Bronya specifically, it's Hackerspace. So she's getting 6%. And then there, you know, when you use her ult, you also, you know, gets that. Yep, skill check nerd, 100%, absolutely. So Maybe this is pushing her over, but that should already be calculated in. Yeah, so I don't think so. This is a very like 20 build. But yeah, I don't know why she was going last. I don't know why. I don't know. But like I said, we're gonna try this. We're gonna try the second stage again, just to 100% it. Hoping that this will help a little bit, because I am going to attempt the king. Will it go well? Probably not. But I'm still going to attempt it because I think it's gonna be fun to try.
Any fish taken the... Does that hurt?
Okay. Now the good thing is that we have Huapua, which Huapua is the best slot for healer. The problem is that Huapua doesn't heal everyone at once. So I'm gonna have to be a little more stingy with my skill point usages.
Time to say bye. Boom.
Since the first cycle has an AV of 300. Well, specifically for that endgame, yeah, it's different. But like in general, I'd like the skill point breakpoints to be. I'd like them to have the 134 speed at least. 144 speed is enough. Yeah, it's just one of those things. I believe all of my characters are actually slow. Like all of my characters are relatively slow. Even the characters that push forward, which is obviously not a good idea. So.
Good times. Time
No,
to say
I mean it's
bye.
not just Relic RNG.
Boom.
I've been doing my dailies every day since the game came out.
Stay put.
I'm just getting unlucky, I think. Something like that. Right.
Destiny's hand has truly in the abyss's rebels. Your cries rise.
Stand still.
I don't know how entertaining this video is going to be, because it's going to be me not talking for like a solid 10 minutes, because I'm so focused on trying to win. I'm trying so hard.
Don't let waves open
Good
your
times.
throat.
Time to say bye. Boom. Relax.
Okay, there we go.
What do you want to know?
I need to try and control this guy as well.
Get them.
Say bye to breathing.
Offer you a requiem.
Hmm.
Relax. Good times. Time to say bye.
I missed a little bit of energy with the follow-up. I honestly just didn't see it.
Stand still.
Like a worn coat.
Memories are beneath the waters lies an endless abyss.
Yeah, I'm just trying to think about how I could beat that HP side. I don't know. I honestly don't know if I can.
May as well kill them all.
In the abyss's rebels. Your cries
Like the
rise.
thorns actually doesn't seem to be that big of a problem. It's just the fact that I can't get rid of the smaller guys, and the smaller guys are what's doing a lot of the damage.
Don't let waves open your throat.
Relax.
So it really is just an HP check. I don't really know what I can do about that though, because I don't have.
Good times. Time
I was able to
say
brute
bye.
force the stage with Saber. Yeah, I think my Saber build's not done either by any stretch of the imagination. So there's that.
Stand still.
That's kind of unfortunate. They're gonna take Kafka and Box 1. Or no, it's there. That's second stage. Second stage, they're gonna end up taking both 2 characters. Right now it's just 1. Although Dot exists, so I'm chilling. I do need to heal Black Swan.
Relax.
Stay put.
I'm really glad that it doesn't auto take Kafka, because she does follow up technically. I think we hold on the ults until we get the characters back. If we get the characters back,
Truly blessed me.
then we're chilling.
Ill tidings manifest.
But he's gonna take these 2. Then we do this. We get them back. Then we can pop
Beneath the waters lies an endless
Heisland's
abyss.
ult and Haha ult.
Good times. No time to say bye.
Saber hit hard enough to Oka the first wave before the barrier went up. That would be really nice. I would like that a lot.
In the abyss.
Unfortunately, my Saber doesn't have enough crit rate and crit damage to guarantee to do that. Well, she doesn't have. She's at 66% crit rate, and that technically goes up with the help of her
Kill 'em all.
icon.
Good
So.
times. Time to say bye.
Can you tell I'm focusing?
Boom. Relax.
Yeah, I think that right side's just kind of a GG
Stand still.
for me. I think maybe.
Destiny isn't chosen.
We still have at least one more turn of defense down, so we don't need to do that just yet. Ideally, I should be using Heisland's E when Black Swan has the defense shard going. I just really like having skill points. I'm greedy.
Stand still.
Yeah, there we go. So that one's easy, but I also have like the stuff it's meant for. Okay, cool. So we will attempt continue. By that I mean no, no. Yeah, I can't even get the bronze, which is crazy. It would actually be really nice to get this dice too. The dice would be really nice to have. It is cool that they're giving us a better way to get these, taking into consideration that the content is pretty hard. It's not really guaranteed, but there is an option to get more of them, which is always really nice. Really wish I could have gotten a bronze. I might... Maybe if I just throw my head at this side, I can get 2 stars here. Because if I can get 2 stars... I would get the bronze, right? I would. No, I wouldn't. Chad, if I challenge him, can I then like back out and then fight these guys again, or am I locked into fighting this guy? You know? Is that a thing or no? Can I fight him and then back out and try these guys again? Or no? Am I stuck in fighting him? I would assume they let you back out, because if they lock you into fighting the king, that's kind of stupid. Hold on, I'm ghosts. Interesting. Okay, well, we're gonna try we're gonna try the king. When the number of ally targets currently on field is not 4, the allies damage. I guess that's actually meant for memo sprites and stuff like that, because if you summon an enemy that counts as an ally. So there's no dot centric skill here. There's no buff. I'm not using a shield, so I get the only one I really have. The only one I can actually use is this one. It's kind of unfortunate. Inversion, so yeah, thorns, energy absorption. After the enemy target receives an attack, reduces the attacker's energy by 4. Except when the energy is max. So I guess it... Wait, what? When the enemy attacker... Wait, when the enemy target is defeated, the attacker generates 10... I guess that means I can target the little guys around him, and that's how you get your ult? When ally targets are being attacked by enemies, the Sunder... So you have to bring a shield. What the hell? So I do have to take a shield if I want to get rid of Sunder. So then I do take this, and I can bring like... So this is basically just Turtle. I'm playing Turtle here. It sounds like. Because I can take... Because this is theoretically... I can get... What the heck? Hold on. With I like again, this guy's 170 million HP. I'm not beating him, but I do really want to see what it's like. So I'm going to give it one shot, and we're going to try. He's weak. I can see why Phanon would be really good here, because his ult doesn't need energy, so his ult's not impacted by the ult charge being snatched away. The only other problem, actually, wait, hold on. Gepard's not good here. Gepard needs his ult to use his shield, and he takes energy. That's really annoying. Hold on. What? Is there? There's not even a character that... I can't use Gepard here. Because he needs ult to use shield, and his ult charge gets taken. A healer is fine, yeah, but I have to deal with Sunder, and I don't want to deal with Sunder. I mean... Yeah, we'll just try it with my usual dot team. But we will swap off for Linksha, because... I need to have Linksha. Okay, so this is the set that we're rocking with.
Make a wish. Incense ascends. Any fish taken the... Does that hurt?
Achieve victory in 2 cycles is crazy. Okay. Sweet! Wow! I haven't even done anything yet. I'm almost dead. Oh no. Oh no. Oh. Turtle, Zeka, nothing I do is clearing this. That's the point. I know that. No, literally nothing I do can clear this, I'm pretty sure.
This quarter rest seems rather...
Stand still.
Ill tidings manifest.
Have you found the secret? The secret sauce is not playing the same game. I knew this was gonna be hard, but I didn't even. I am 2 turns in, and I'm almost dead.
Be of your body and mind.
What is this end game?
Stand still. Say bye to breathing.
Their HP bars haven't moved. Oh, I am so out of my element. This is insane. This is an account check. This is not just a sustain check. This is to see if you've min-maxed everything. Which clearly I have not. What the heck? I really, really, really hope Hoyo releases information on like what percentage of teams are used on what floors and stuff. Because I do lose here. Because I think that'd be really, really cool to look at and see what people are using to actually beat this stuff. Kind of like how Wuthering Waves does as well. Yeah, so that's the King challenge, by the way. We didn't even make it to Xander. To be fair, he still has a huge buff from this thing, so I'm not too... That's kind of expected. But yeah, that's interesting. The side enemies have 1.1 and the end. Yeah, like this, that's insane. Okay. Well, that's endgame content. Okay, cool. Well, I'm gonna do a YouTube outro. Don't worry, chat stream's not ending. I just need to do it for the YouTube video. So, that's the new anomaly attribution. What do you guys think? Please let me know down in the comments below. And if you don't mind, what teams are you using? Because clearly I'm gonna need some help. So if you wouldn't mind commenting down that below. So if you made it this far, thank you so much for watching. I do greatly appreciate it. And don't forget to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you all in the next one. Peace. Again, don't worry, chat. I'm not ending stream. That was just for the YouTube video. Yeah. I don't know what to think. I think that is definitely content that free-to-plays are not expected to clear. Not expected, not impossible. I'd like to make that apparent. But like, wow. That's yeah, I don't because like even if I have Fuwei here, I think the most I can do is 2. Because if I have Fuwei instead of Trailblazer, then I could take, like, technically I could just like, maybe if I completely forego this side, say screw this, and I just put Lingxi here. Because like this is not being cleared. So if I do this, make this team stronger, I can maybe get 2 stars out of this. And then by getting the 2 stars, I'll get more rewards.
Please stay tuned.
Sound lingers. Incense ascend.
So
Firefly Type 4.
but yeah, that
Eternal.
it is kind of unfortunate that I can't beat the HP side because I won't be able to see what the king challenge is like
Take your positions. Let's
without like the crazy buff.
Immerse yourself in it.
The mood is
But
set. Let the show begin.
yeah, so that's gonna be the new like endgame content that people are gonna strive for. So I'm excited to see what people do with that.
Until everything burns
Get skill check, nerd. I don't think that's a skill check. I think that we're just not meant to win that one.
enjoying yourself.
Every petal, all will be swept away by the wind.
Or I don't know. I mean, I've always known that. I always feel like my builds are like slightly below par with what they need to be for like the harder stuff in the game. But I can't offset that too well. So I don't know what I can do. I don't think there's anything I can do.
Time to cleanse the filth. Fight to live. The truth. Everything in this world is bleeding. Existence is unity.
Stay in step.
Yep. I really do hope that they release information. Kind of like how Wuthering Waves will tell you what teams are used to clear what side. I think that'd be really helpful and beneficial for everyone involved. I think that'd be nice.
In position. Detonate.
Until everything burns to ashes.
I'm watching. Well, I think to some extent their complaints are valid. From a business perspective, it makes sense to make content for whales because obviously us free-to-plays don't earn them any money, and they are a business at the end of the day. They are here to make money.
Every petal, all will be swept away by the
However, that's a bit exciting. Like, I can understand not wanting us to beat the king and save that for like more of like the whales or the people that are really good and have good like optimization. That makes sense. But not even being able to clear all of the knights is a little crazy. But again, I also don't expect to clear. I went into it not expecting to clear the king, so
Let's improvise.
a little different. There we go. We only have 1 stack of ult charge for this. It should be fine though because we break entirely here. Lingxi is gonna follow up with the rabbits. Ruin May. I need to take a skill point with Lingxi though. That's super unfortunate.
The mood is let the show
Ruin May's coming out. Well, yeah, to that extent, Zeka, I agree with you on that part. Yeah, we take a skill point. Link's bunnies are gonna take another stack, but Ruin May. If Ruin May could get her ult again, that'd be super nice. This one also prereqs you clearing. No, you can go ahead and fight this. You don't have to like clear MOC or anything. Obviously, if you can't clear MOC, then you're probably not clearing this content. But you don't have to.
Allow me to purge the root of the problem.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't force you because I haven't cleared MOC yet, and I did it. Because my break team sucks pretty cheeks, right?
You require invigoration. Time to cleanse the filth.
I mean, it doesn't matter that you can't clear all nights. They aren't really like. I'm not like super upset about it. I went into it knowing it was going to be really, really hard. And on the plus side, there's no Stellar Jades lock behind it. On the downside, there's no Stellar Jades lock behind it. I think the cosmetics are really, really cool. And given enough time, I will get the cosmetics because I can at least, as long as the 3 nights stay what they are, I can at least clear the dot side reliably, and the break team kind of can do it. Although I highly doubt that they're going to keep them that way. I don't think they're going to keep it break, dot, and then HP. I don't think that's going to stay the same every time. I just don't think that's possible. Hello, Julian. How you doing today? It's nice to see you. I think that does well enough.
Already. You require
Also,
invigoration.
no, Zeka, I don't have MOC cleared, and I was able to do it. So then, well, how's that work? Unless it just unless it's like as long as you've cleared it once at any point in your account's history, because I haven't cleared MOC, and I was able to do it. So I don't know. The biggest is the new roll dice, which you can clear night. That having the dice is actually super huge. I would love to have the dice.
Yeah.
I would really like to have the dice. Then again, I'm also the kind of person that will like hoard that stuff and then never use it because it's like, oh, maybe I need it later. That's the kind of person that I am. You don't have to full clear the current endgame as long. Was it stated that somewhere? I'm not doubting you, Zeka, because obviously I've cleared it before. I have a video on it. But was it ever said that anywhere? That's a little weird. Also, they took my Trailblazer. How dare they?
Be of your body and mind. The truth, everything in this world.
But yeah, having the dice would be super sick. I don't know. At some point, I also need to sit down and I need to like
Existence is unity.
go through every character and every build that I have and be like, okay, this needs to change here. This needs to change here. I need to do this. I need to farm this. Because like,
This is more than a battle.
yeah. So we still didn't get 2 stars here. Even with Link show. Firefly, you betcha.
Every petal, all will be swept away by the wind.
Because I don't think I'd be able to clear this even if I had the most optimal builds on all my teams, but it would definitely help give you some leeway. And obviously, I want my teams to be stronger.
Time to cleanse the filth.
There we go. I was like 2 turns away from 2 stars. That's probably doable if I throw myself at it enough. Okay. So, final verdict. This is fun. As long as you don't go into it expecting to beat the entire thing. It is definitely fun. It is challenging. It makes you think. I like that. So, it really unfortunate that I didn't get this because this is going to be really big for you. But other than that, which is the one reason. I mean, Rappa's just, unfortunately, she's just significantly better than Firefly. Like, for a lot of the endgame contents, you just want to have Rappa instead. I mean, if you have Firefly, you might like getting her. Let me double check this before I start spewing anything, because I'm pretty sure. Where are you? Here you are. Oh yeah, I forgot she has an outfit. E1. Yeah, like this would be super huge, especially with the skill point negativity. If you have Firefly and you don't have Rappa, you could probably warrant getting it. But Rappa is, unfortunately, just better. Am I done with the story? No, actually. I got kidnapped into anomaly arbitration, so I never actually started it today during stream. So I am where we left off yesterday still.
Is that a stain? I like this coat.
Yeah. I wonder if I can make a spreadsheet for that. Like, go through, make a spreadsheet for all the characters that I have, and then detail what stats they need and what relics they could be increased. Also, I saw that second. I'm wondering if they said that anywhere. Like, I'm not doubting you. I believe you're telling the truth, but I don't remember seeing that anywhere. So because I haven't cleared this, and mostly I just assumed it was open to everyone once they reached a certain part of the story, but if it's not like that. Because if you have to beat all endgame, which is what it seems to be, the new players are cooked. The new players are chalked. Oh no. But yeah. I'm almost done into the boss fight. I already just need to do a little more. Yeah. Because I'm currently debating whether or not to start the story, because it's like, if I would have started the story when I started streaming, we would be almost done by now. But if I were to start it now, when we're 8 minutes away from when I usually end stream, I think it would be better if I just end stream on the time that I normally do, and then tomorrow we just finish the entire thing in one sitting. Because I didn't intend for the story to drag on until the weekend. But if it does, it does. I don't want to rush the story either. So I think that's what we'll do. So for like the last 7 minutes, I'll just do this quest, and then it gives me a chance to just talk with chat. But yeah, Cantos, I definitely would like to have that. That reroll dice would be super nice. I would like to have it. Maybe tomorrow if you start an pick. Yeah, I think that's what we'll do. We will Sorry, this is what happens when I have to read stuff. That's what we'll do. We'll end stream at a usual time today, and then we'll do the whole thing in one sitting tomorrow. That way, you know. Well, it isn't a reroll dice. It acts similarly. When I say dice, you know what I mean. It is something you can use with the normal reroll dice, so that one subset is blocked for being yes. I bet like only 70% of the players did all the endgame. Oh no, that number is significantly lower. Assuming you're talking about anomaly arbitration, that number is significantly lower. Because if you have to clear content, like all endgame content at least once, all the new players are completely chalked. On top of that, I only was able to get 4 stars maximum. So, yeah, no, it's anomaly is really hard. There we go, 1. But yeah, having that dice would be really nice. This is literally Uma Musume, chat. This is literally how you play Uma Musume, but it's obviously Uma Musume is much more fun because it's like the entire point of the game. It's not a side quest. Anyway. I'm not talking about new players. Well, yeah, even players like me, Jillian, who have been playing since day one, are not clearing this content. Aw, dang it, I misread that. How dare I? But now that I think about it, I don't even know what I would use the dice on. I probably would actually just end up hoarding the dice and never using it, because it's like, I could use it later. They might release something that makes it better even later, and I just want to save it for that. That's probably that's my mindset with the dice. So yeah, probably not a good idea. I meant back then, though. Well, yeah, MOC was easier back then, but like, maybe I'm not understanding what you're saying. But like, the amount of people that have been clearing, like, MOC is significantly harder than it used to be. If people come into my chat and they're like, I can't clear this MOC, I'm not going to be surprised, and I'm not even going to assume it's their fault. It's just how MOC is. But yeah, this is rough. Oh, it's this one. I would much prefer if this one didn't have the slow reveal, because then it would be like a quick time event thing, but it's not. To be fair, yeah, the current MOC is not fun. Luckily enough for HSR, this is a story game. And I'm here for the story. Yeah. I think regardless, Anomaly was fun. It forced me to think, and I think that's really nice. But it also helped that the entire day yesterday, before doing Anomaly, everyone was like, yeah, you're probably not going to clear this content. You're probably not going to do well. So I lowered my expectations before even going into it, thanks to chat. The final stage of evolution or evaluation. There you go. You're kidding. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's 22. There's 22. The belly flopping mana rays. Yeah. I got lucky. I fight them with dots, so that's pretty, you know. I mean, most players didn't start endgame because they didn't care about it back then, and now they can't clear it because they didn't do it back then. Also fair. Yeah. That's a good point, Julian. Yeah, surviving 3 Saber ults is crazy. Yeah. So I'm really excited to lurk in the internet, in the like crevices of the internet, and see what people say about Anomaly and see what teams they come up with and things like that, because I always think it's really interesting. And I'm gonna try and get that video posted about my attempt in Anomaly relatively quickly. I already have a thumbnail in mind, so it's not too bad for that. So, yeah. Oh yeah, no, Zeka, your team's cracked. Anything that survives your team is gonna be probably beyond me. This isn't the yeah. I don't know. My Saber's mid. My Saber also needs a little bit more attention than what she has currently. Her current damage is kind of like a little all over the place, although it's not like bad. It's just not perfect or close to it. So I don't know. I'll try. I might throw myself at it a little more off stream, like the break side specifically. See if I can't squeeze out that second star, because the dice would be really nice. I'm also still playing her like gun. I'm at 30 pity. Right. There are a few more events coming out in this update, so you have some more summons along the way. Frankly, you aren't getting the dice. Aw, man. That's fair. Okay. Unfortunate, but that's sad. Clearing the king is another question. Yeah, I'm not even... There's no shot I'm clearing the king. Oh, not happening. But I would like the dice. What? I just cat those. If he says it's not happening for me, then it's probably not happening for me. Night 2, I went E4 S1 Saber, E4 S1 Highlands, easier Sunday, and easier Hoppa. Night 3 was just yeah, I don't have the HP scaling, so the HP check is really hard for me. But I don't know. Yeah, I feel like that they'll announce it when Saber Banners is going to end, because I don't think it's going to be around forever, but they should announce when it's ending and give us ample time to get them if we wish. Fate Banners end this patch. Why did they say that? It should be announced if it's ending. And if it's one of those things where they just tuck it in between like all the other things in like your events tab in like the little billboard thing, that's not good. They said it at the start of the Fate Banners. And again, they should announce it again. People aren't going to remember that. They should announce it again just to be safe. Just to be safe. They should definitely announce that again. Like, hey, this is ending soon. If you want the characters, you should get them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. 17, chat. This is a lot like the Pokemon Stadium game like 30 years ago or something. That's a huge stretch. Where you would like count all the Pokemon coming by and it'd be like a different Pokemon each time. Yeah, in 3.4. Yeah. They should absolutely give us another statement. Like, I'm pretty sure they did say it would end in the 3.4 live. I'm not saying you're wrong, Seka. But like, they should put another like, hey, they're ending. You should do something now. Instead of just kind of like, well, we told you in 3.4. You know. Okay, sweet. This is an auto one. Yay! I get to talk to chat. So, Cantos, I think you already said this, and I apologize for asking this twice. Were you able to clear? Did you get 2 stars on the break stage of the night, or no? Because I know your break team is slightly different than my break team. I was slower than you on the break stage? 6 cycled? I see. Interesting. Hmm. Himiko didn't really... Yeah, I was about to ask you if you used your Himiko break team. Is that... Because... Don't you have... Could you maybe subsidize Himiko for, like... I mean, you know your account way better than I do. But... Because I know you have Fue, so it's like... Maybe you could get rid of Himiko and use Ruin May, question mark, maybe? I got 8 out of 9 stars on the night. I could probably get 9 on it if I invest more into FS Relics and get better substats. Right. Then I will lose 90 pulse if I don't win the 75-25. That kind of sucks. That is kind of unfortunate. Especially since Pity... Oh, that's right. Sorry, Katos, you don't have Ruin May. That's my bad. Do you still have your skull? I know you and I are both saving our skulls for if they add more characters to that like free character selector thing, which they kind of just haven't touched since they implemented it. But yeah, I don't think it's necessarily worth it, but maybe, probably not, because again, I don't think they're gonna keep the knights the same like gimmick throughout the entire life cycle of it. So 1, 2, 3, 9, 10. There's 10, chat. So I don't know. Yeah, this is hard. This is hard. I don't think it's worth it. I don't think it would be either. I think it'd be better to stick it out and see if they add any more to it. I don't know who they would add to it, because like Ruin May's pretty good. Even being a older character. Ruin May's a side grade most of the time. Yeah. I don't know. The competitive part of me just doesn't like not being able to, like, a part of me just doesn't like going, oh, well, I can't beat it. Shucks. Like, that's a toxic trait I have. I always think that there's a way when there's really not with gacha games. Sometimes you just get walled and there's nothing you can really do about it. Dinosaur. Hello, Asui. How you doing today? It's nice to see you. Oh, it's this one again. Yeah, we're basically playing Uma Musume, but with dinosaurs. What do you mean, no? Oh, there's two bun-looking things. Okay, cool. There we go. I got the perfect. That's what I care about. In many fights, the Himeko Fui combo is just too strong. It is a really fun team. It really is. It's so weird. It's calling me Papa. It's so weird. Yeah, I don't know. I keep thinking that there's a way to beat it, and I'm pretty sure it's just gonna... Eventually, I'm gonna figure out that there's just no way. There's no way to beat it. But it's unfortunate. Okay, let's catch up with both chats. But I don't want to do that because FF is good. She's not as good as Rappa, but she's still good. I hope that... Ideally, you don't have to go that far into Pity, Julian. Ideally, you don't have to. There's usually a way, but you don't expect to just stumble into it through grinding trial. Yeah. That's true. I don't know. And the way could honestly just be wait for a character to come out that makes the content easier. HSR will sometimes do that. Well, they'll make content that's pretty challenging, and then they'll release a character either alongside the new content or slightly after the content that makes it trivial. I think a good example is obviously Hule's a problem for some people. They released Fuchsia Fei Xiao alongside Hule. And if you ended up pulling on Fei Xiao back then, well, you've been being paid in dividends because Hule's in every in-game content since his conception, which isn't entirely accurate, but he's in a lot. So, and maybe that's just the, you are massive. Why are you so, what happened to my little guy? But maybe that's just the possibility. It's just wait until a new character comes out that makes it easier. Although I don't think that's going to be the case, because I think the way that it sounds, they want our Anomaly to be like the end game. Like, this is the hardest the game's ever going to get. So maybe. But I don't know. I guess it... Dang, he big. Dang, he big. Well, it's like Billy Mains passing DHX. I wouldn't come up with it myself, even if give it a full year in the hypothetical time chamber. True, actually, yeah. Because there's so many different combinations you can do with HSR.
The essence of the calendar is metaphysical.
Well, how many combinations? How many teams are there? How many characters are in the game? There are 73 characters in the game currently. So you have 292 different combinations, assuming that there's no buffs, which there are. And assuming there are actual uses for 4 stars, which most 4 stars just aren't usable anymore. So there's a lot of combinations. Now they just need to add a proper single target focused in game. That would make the hunt fall out of like irrelevancy. That should be nice. I mean, the hunt's not irrelevant anymore because like Fei Xiao, which is also a pseudo break character, it's kind of thing. But yeah, I think that'd be pretty cool to have a single DPS thing. I don't know what characters. I don't know if there's any characters out that would benefit from it though, because a lot of characters now do slight AOE, even if it's just the 3 enemies. Fei Xiao has already fallen off. Well, I mean, yeah, but. Because I'm trying to think if there's a character that does purely single DPS. I don't think so. Technically Sela, but Sela has follow-up potential if she eliminates an enemy. Anomaly is a mode for Hoyo to Giga buff as much as they want so they can stop trying to balance MOC around whales and leviathans. I've never heard of the term leviathan, but interesting. Since the folks can go to Anomaly for a real challenge. If that's the case, then that makes sense. Drop some big truths. You can only really use her when the buffs really favor follow-up. That's kind of unfortunate to hear. That's really unfortunate to hear. I thought she was still slightly stronger than that. That's sad. Smart POV, to be honest. People can't cry about it, right? If half of them can't even, if they're just gatekept, they can't, complain about it, right? Like I said, it makes sense to make some content for whales. Because they're the people that are funding Hoyo. Like, as a consumer, Hoyo cares a lot more about Zeka than they care about me because I haven't spent any money on the game. Sure, I'm creating air quote content, so I'm spreading game via word of mouth, but that doesn't transfer as well to their revenue over me just giving them $5 for the pass or something. So I think that it is nice for them to help to give the whale something to do. Whales are like E6S1 and Leviathans are E6S5. Gotcha, okay. And then casuals can clown them for crying about cosmetic lock. I can't wait for like I said, I can't wait to just exist in the corners of the internet and kind of just look at how people interact with Anomaly and how that changes the landscapes of HSR. I'm interested to see how that works out. Yeah. I mean, I guess it kind of makes sense to Fei Xiao though. Thinking back on it, I used Kafka a lot because I was stubborn, not because she was really good. And then she got the buff, and then Hyslins came out, so now she's still really strong. But I don't know how long that's gonna like stay, if that makes any sense. So, you know. Is this event already almost done? Okay, well, I guess we'll finish this event because I think this is the last one on it, and then... And then we'll kind of just go from there. People are complaining. No Stellar Jade rewards. I think that it is ultimately a good thing that they're not... Wait, what? Oh, he can do this all on his own? Sweet, so that just means I should get to talk to chat. That's awesome. I love that. No Stellar Jade rewards. I think that it is ultimately a good thing that they're not hiding Stellar Jade behind it. I don't think they would actually end up hiding too much if they did put it there, but that definitely doesn't create that urgency in players that can't beat it to try and beat it, because that would ultimately just fester negative emotions. So I think that's ultimately a good thing. And again, it is nice for them to like give something for whales because they are the people that are allowing this free-to-play game to be free-to-play, and so we really do appreciate them for that. Not gonna lie, I see gacha in-game communities the same way I see speedrunning communities, except they think they're playing the real game. I mean, I can understand that. People are complaining all the time. Yeah, unfortunately, yeah. It's just everywhere. Yeah, I don't know if they need to make Anomaly easier. Like I said, I think it's nice for the whales. It would be nice if they kind of toned down MOC just a tad. Maybe not even floor 11, just floor 12, like fine-tune floor 12, just a tad bit. That'd be appreciated, but other than that, I think we're actually pretty chill. Like, I get the argument that it should be clearable for free to play. I get that. Right, we've activated Zaka's like 4th rant about this, and I like it's funny. Is this gonna make me play it? It's not. Okay, cool. But yeah, gacha games are meant for free to plays because they need to make money at the end of the day. They are a company. I hate when people want end games to be easy. Defeats the whole purpose of a challenge. I did really like Anomaly. Like, it was challenging. I think there were moments where I would not talk for a solid minute because I was trying to think about what's the best play to do. Then I would get, immediately killed, but, I thought about it. So, I think it's fun. So, yeah, I agree. But let's be real, gacha game, yeah. That's not to say that you can't play a gacha game as a free-to-play. I mean, I play... At my peak gacha experience, I was playing 9 gacha games at once. I was free to play in all of them. Now I've significantly toned it down, and I only play 4 or 5, one of those two. Something like that. I play 4 or 5. So yeah. But when you do so, you're assuming that you're going to miss out sometimes. The problem isn't that you need endgame. The problem isn't that endgame is too hard, is that you need cat. I think that is actually, yeah. It is kind of frustrating when the endgame's not like a damage thing or like my teams aren't built well. It's just that I don't have the character. That just kind of feels bad. Like if I wasn't able to clear it because my characters weren't built or I'm not understanding how an enemy works, that's one thing. If I'm not beating it because I don't have a specific team, that's a different thing. I do side with that one. It is super clearable for free to play. I have easier is fun. I wouldn't go that far to say that they're all easy. But this event's so weird. Oh, I can actually like turn my view. No wonder. Yeah, I agree, Cantos. Oh my rant. Right. I think Zeka might feel slightly strong about this opinion. It's just a hunch though. I don't know for certain. Okay. I think HSR would be in like its peak statement if they keep anomaly attribution as it is, because again, they should do something for the whales. It's because of them that we're able to play the game for free. And then they just fine-tune MSC just a tad, so that it's challenging without requiring to have one specific character. I think that'd be like peak HSR gameplay right there. But I actually know what screenshot you're talking about, Zeka, and that that was kind of funny. I really hope that this guy's gonna see it because I cannot tell how many are there. I'm glad he figured that one because I couldn't see half of them. I wonder if I even can get SSS stats in this rotation. Maybe I have to do it one more time. If I have to do it one more time, I'll just do it off stream. Hisui and Zeker are just Hisui and Zeker are just feeding off of each other. We don't want to do that. We do want to do this though. And then we can go ahead and do that. There we go. There's 18. I found my people. Right? This is so weird. At this point, I should just start streaming it with Musume. I don't know if my computer can handle 2 games and streaming at the same time. If it could, I would definitely start streaming it with Musume while I do this, because it's essentially the same thing. But there we go. We can do that 200. That gives 80. Definitely not doing that then, that's for sure. It does slightly baffle me when people try to clear like the hardest content and then their skills are like level 4. Like, I understand not doing it all the way. Like, there is a point to where if you just max everyone's traces all for every character, it is slightly considered a waste. But like, if you're going to be using a specific ability all the time, probably should get that one to 10. I like that he's like acting like my kid, and this guy looks like he's 80 years old. Had some guy saying it was easy. Have you considered getting better relics? Is good. Yeah, true. I mean, I'm not a big fan of the relics. Like, obviously they have to make a game loop somehow. I personally do not like relics. I actually, Zenless's relics I'm relatively okay with because it's really easy to just discard the ones that rolled poorly and then get another set of relics to try it again. It's still not a perfect conversion, so you still run out of options. But it's just kind of, yeah. I would honestly prefer if they made relics slightly easier to get the stats that you want, just because like it gets really annoying trying to work on one character for like 3 months because you just keep getting like screwed. But also, if you go back to look at my Zen list, my rotation for my Yishua team was wrong. So like that wasn't the relic's fault, that was me. And I will admit that was my fault. It's like looking at DA run, seeing 0 performance points, and going, must be a Kirishi. I can see that happening. I don't know why I found that so funny. But it's so true. It's so true. It could be glaring you in the face. It's like, yes. It's a Girish. Oh, I don't know why it's so funny. I'm for removing the energy cost. I would love that so much. I am all for that as well. If you remove the cost it takes to farm relics, I would be all for that. I would farm incessantly until my characters are built. Like, I think that'd be so nice to remove the cost it takes to farm relics. You still have the RNG of building them, but now you have the ability to just keep trying instead of being locked. I think that'd be great, Cantos. I'm all for that. But I also think that that's like the least likely thing for them to do. Although, I don't know, I heard that Zenless is contemplating doing something with their relics because a lot of people are giving them feedback about it. It's like maybe Zenless might I highly doubt HSR will, but maybe Zenless will. But I have a friend who complains about his teams being bad or not performing as advertised when all his characters are E0, S0, and having mad light cones and not at max level, having 5 to 7 traces and mid to bad relic rolls. I don't think I'm ever going to shame anyone for not having Eidolons or signature light cones for that matter, but I do think it's important to level up your Lycone to max. Have your character at the highest level you can have them. Max out their traces. Because it's one of those things where it's like, you should never feel tempted to, like, you should never feel like you have to spend money. But if you're making the conscious decision to only roll on like characters, for example, you should do other things to fill in the power gap between having the character and not having their Lycone, if that makes any sense. But yeah, I'm never going to fault anyone for not having a Lycone or not having a character or have Eidolons or anything like that. Well, Zeka, to the tribute E1 thing, I can kind of understand that. Like, I don't want to get Eidolons for characters because I would rather have a new character. Then again, I also have the Lycones for my characters, so that kind of helps with the damage differential. So, like, I can understand not wanting to get an Eidolon. Getting a Lycone, I personally think is worth it. Then again, I have every Lycone for every character, and the amount of summons I do is considerably lower than the average player. So, it kind of like trade-off kind of thing. You know? To be more precise, farming and dismantling relics shouldn't give relic XP materials anymore. Make do means for relic XP farming. Lycan ZZZ and remove the energy cost for relic farming. I think that'd be perfect. I think that would be perfect, Kantos. That way the economy doesn't get totally screwed with all the min-maxers running around. I'd be fine with perfect relics, but I also understand that there should be a limit at some point. Not to just open the floodgates and let everything run through. So I think that'd be nice though, Kantos. This actually happens in Reddit. It's a proverbial funny because it's true. I'm not on Reddit very much. I don't have a Reddit account or anything. But occasionally I'll pop in just to see like what's going on, and I do see those quite frequently. Play the game better and you'll do better. Yeah, I agree. Just because it's a gacha game doesn't mean there's not skill involved. Why ZZ discs are the easiest? Like I said, Zenless has the best relic farming out of any of the Hoyo games. I do really like Zenless, but it would be nice to just be able to farm even more than what I have to, because it does feel really unfortunate when I just am able to farm like 3 relic runs a day and then I get nothing instead of being able to farm as many as I want and then have to wait to upgrade them, if that makes any sense, because I at least know that they're there. Again, if that makes any sense. But yes, out of all the gacha games from Hoyo, Zenless is the nicest when it comes to that kind of thing. It's like these guys want. Yeah, I think expecting newcomers to beat endgame within 2 weeks. I don't even think I was able to beat 412 in the first 2 weeks of playing. Then again, you know, like it was day 1, so a little bit of salt with that one. But no, I think it took me a good 2 months to beat endgame. I think that's about right. 2 months playing every day, started the game. I think that's more in line, but I'm not sure. I don't know. That's not entirely I don't know. Eggy, unfortunate. Okay, 1 week left and then we're free. We'll just have him do this so I can talk to chat. Yeah. I mean, that way there's still some time gaining behind getting the perfect relics. It makes sense to have some gating because, like, obviously you don't want to be able to build a character in a day. There's no replayability at that point. But yeah. So clearing in-game content becomes a question on how you can slam your head against the relic domain, right? If they removed the wanting the relic energy, I would legitimately commit an entire day of streaming to farming relics. Because like I always talk about how I want to rebuild my characters. That would be the stream that I do it in. I figure out what I need, I figure out what characters need to be working, and then I'm able to farm it. That would be so nice. I would love that. I would love that so much. Yeah, I mean, that's what people want, but that's not what's going to happen. Because it's not realistic. Like, because even if you were to play every single day, use every single Trailblaze condenser that you have to get 60 extra energy, you can't... Your equilibrium level won't be high enough to even beat it. You know? Like, it's not possible. Your equilibrium level won't be high enough in 2 weeks. Hello, Ketchup. How you doing today? It's nice to see you. It is, in fact, HSR time. But yeah, I would be so happy if Zenless did that. It'd be cool if HSR did that too, but I think Zenless is more willing to do that than HSR. I think I'm done with the event now. What? I'm tired. I did a mistake. But humans are humans. Mistakes are gonna happen. That's okay. Yeah. I really hope this event's done. I think it's less about going into a disc stage for a chance of improvement and more about the ritual spending energy. Yeah. Like, obviously if they remove relic, the energy to make relics, you'd have to figure out a different way to use all your energy. Like Kanto suggested, you could just make a domain dedicated to relic XP and then you can just farm that and that would be your time gating thing, which makes total sense to me. Because even if I farm like 20 billion relics, if I have to wait to get the ability to upgrade them, that's still gated. But I would still farm relics a lot because I know that I would always have a guaranteed relic to upgrade when I get the ability to upgrade it. I still think that that would be better. Of course, you know, spending energy in Zenless is also pretty straightforward. Especially if they make it so you can farm the relic XP materials at 100 energy at a time instead of the 60 it is for relics. I think that'd also be nice. But my team leader was mad at me. Well, I mean, mistakes happen. As long as you're sincere and you don't like actively try and make the same mistake again, then there's nothing that can, like, they can be mad at you all they want. You're human and you're new. Like, they can't expect you to be perfect. But that aside, the bottom line is that I don't... Bottom line, free to play is kind of cool. Yeah. That'd be, I think. So I don't know if that makes sense, Lance, but I think it'd be kind of cool. But at the same time, I also understand not, you know, not opening the floodgates enough to let people walk around with the best relics tomorrow for every character. That'd be like way too excessive. But again, if I could always have a guaranteed relic that could be a good upgrade, that'd be so nice. Instead of just hoping that I happen to get a good relic, then I happen to get good rolls, and I happen to get, you know? I think that'd be nice. But there we go. That's the event done. What? I'm doing what? What am I building? It's like, what? Look at those beautiful, beautiful Stellar Jades. Yummy, 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 yummy. I meant that how you perceive dailies. Is that how you did? Oh, okay, gotcha, gotcha. Yeah, I can see that. I mean, Zenless's dailies are really, really nice because they're, you know, log in, talk to someone, talk to another someone, get coffee. That's it. Like it's really simple. It's very nice that way. Cute Dino, you betcha. New event is the new event is basically Uma Musume, but HSR4. That's the event. That is the event in its entirety. But there we go. We're done. Anyway, we're at Crash Out over. Where are we? Unfortunately, we're at the end of stream. I told. The original plan was to do story today, but then I got hijacked in an anomaly for 2 hours. And for the sake of not making Lance be absolutely cooked, we're not gonna try and do the rest of the story today as well, because that'd be like a 10-hour stream roughly. And my vocal cords cannot survive. You know what HSR needs now that I think about it? HSR needs a really good spot for me to end stream. Like, I have a spot where I can end stream in Zenless. I have a spot that I can end stream in Wuthering Waves. HSR needs a good spot that I can end stream in with a character that I would like to be like sit with. Obviously it'd be Kafka, but there's no way they're gonna put Kafka just randomly generated in any of the places that we've been to.
Despite the
I have learned all there is.
Your room, I guess. I mean I personally like ending stream with like characters like Wuthering Waves. I said I end it next to either Shorekeeper or why else did we renovate it? For Stellar Jade. That's true. I kind of forget the room exists. We can end there. Also, I don't like being in the room. I think I changed it, but a lot of the songs that play in the parlor car actually gets you copyright in Twitch and YouTube. And you can't turn off the background music, so I like have to keep shifting down the music by one, hoping to find one that doesn't get me a strike. So that's why I tend to avoid being in the car as much as possible. Kafka's great. I agree, Zeka. Kafka's fantastic. It's very normal to see it as a gotcha for power, but it's also why a lot of people are disappointed. That is true. It's how people perceive it. I agree.
Not the gods' plan to have the heroes at each other's throats. So the divine
Benedictini's good, but I don't think any of the characters are just around.
made this world a chessboard, and with one
Like, you can sometimes find some Infurious characters around Infurious. You can kind of do the same thing with Belobog. But I have no idea where any of the characters are on the Wafu, and definitely no one from Penacony.
half of the core.
Then again, most of the Penacony characters, according to lore, aren't in Penacony anymore, so there's no one to see anyway. Like, Firefly's obviously not going to hang around. Robin left. Sunday left. Gallagher was something else.
The road of
When all other
Misha was something else.
Drink one more cup with me, my dear follower.
Rekka's technically something else, even though Rekka's probably not going to be around anyway.
So
I don't know if there's any other character.
two kings could
Rafa's not going to be around. Budo's not going to be around. I'm just going through the entire story in my head, trying to figure out who the heck. Yeah, I don't think technically any character from Penacony is no longer in Penacony. But yeah, we'll go to my room in the Astral Express and see if, like, I even forgot how to get there. There it is. I don't know, I guess it's pretty hard to explain, but when you figure it out, it becomes easy to be aloof about, while also casually. Like, I mean, I just kind of do it to do it at this point. I can sleep. I didn't know this was possible. Don't, I'm terrified of the dark. A wise choice. Longer sleep doesn't equal better sleep. Moderate sleep is more efficient, reducing fatigue. What the heck? Good night, Astrox Sweat. Is this something I was supposed to do when we renovated the room? And I just didn't? I feel like that's the case. Oh, cool. The lights are off. That's super sick. I should have slept a long time ago. There's Ivory and Menace. I love that little guy. Can I sit in the chair? No, okay. I remember I did do the thing with the computer where you download a virus, technically. But yeah, that makes sense, Lance. I don't know. There's some things that they could change, but I think it's up to them ultimately. So I'm not sure. I'm not a game dev, so I'm sure that to some extent they're limited on what they can do. But with that said, this was the end of stream. I honestly anticipated to end the story today, but I got kidnapped into Anomaly, so that didn't happen. But that means that we got Anomaly out of the way. I'll make the video on it as soon as I can, and then that'll be fun. So that means tomorrow, as long as I don't get kidnapped again and anything else, I would like to finish the story. How long that takes, I don't know. I'm assuming it's like 5-ish hours, so I want to try and start as soon as I can. I'll do dailies and I'll try and start as fast as possible. But so we'll be doing that tomorrow. And then yeah, that'll be it tomorrow. So thank you guys so much for watching. I do appreciate each and every one of you, and I hope to see you all tomorrow with some more HSR content. Thank you guys for watching. Peace.